Welcome friends, it's your old pal Sir Nigel, here with some Pirate's Gold for the Sega Genesis. This Pirates series, which has come out for a number of different platforms, is a series that I've always really enjoyed. So I felt like playing some tonight, and I thought I'd bring you along with me. So we'll start a new career. We'll just choose the basic default setting. English, Sydney. No, we need to go with Sydney. Midney works. We'll just start off at the basic apprentice default difficulty level. And we'll choose skill at navigation. Whatever skill you choose, your character is a little better at that. So, often I choose skill at gunnery, but I think skill at navigation would be rather useful. Help you navigate more easily. Set off for adventure. The 10 Great Pirate Quests. Can you complete the 10 pirate quests and become the greatest pirate who ever lived? Your story begins. Young and poor, you hit aboard a ship heading to the Spanish Main. The ship is attacked by pirates, and you engage the pirate captain in battle. So we, being Midney, are the dude on the right. You have different sword moves you can use in addition to blocking. So we'll use the pokey move. You are victorious. The Buccaneers elect you captain on the spot. You go to port to recruit new men. So here we are at town. Let's start off by checking the prices of goods and stuff. Wow! 120 bucks a ton for sugar, 70 for food, and 60 for goods. So, if we buy any sugar or goods in another town that sells them for less, we can come here and sell them for more. Or if we find any along our way during our adventures. We'll visit the governor. Or I guess we'll visit here first. The tavern keeper listens with interest as you describe your promising plans. Look, it's that promising sea dog, Mr. Midney. A rowdy group of 42 men asks to join your crew. Sure. Here's the latest news. And now we'll visit the governor. My dear Mr. Midney, we are at war with the Spanish and the Dutch. I charge you to seek out and destroy our enemy's ships and towns. Very good. Now let's check on our crew status. We have 82 crewmen, they are pleased, and we have food for 43 days. A sloop for our ship, and 83 big, beautiful cannon. Very good. Now for almost time for adventure. Let's check the map to see exactly where we are. That's not the map. That's where we just were. You silly person. Okay, we are in Antigua. And we're at war with the Spanish and the Dutch. Guadeloupe. So here's a French town. So that's south of us. Here's Antigua, here's Guadeloupe. So we can sail to the south. Whenever I play this game, I usually like to get a marquee from two of the different countries, two of the different nations. And that way you can get more rewards and stuff. So we'll make friends with the French, and we'll sail under the English flag. Come back here. So here we have another English port, and there's Dutch. They are not friendly. There's St. Kitts, which, well, it's white, so that's Spanish. So if we sail off to the north, we'll be in both Spanish and Dutch waters, the two nations we're currently at war with, which means we can find their ships easily enough there to do some battle and gain some more ships and gold and supplies, and also increase our reputations with the English and possibly the French if the French ever decide to be unfriendly with either nation. So first things first. The lookout reports a sail on the horizon. We are in English waters, the master reminds you. Let's investigate. It's another pinnace. And it's French. Hail for news. Let's see if they're friendly. They are friendly. Very nice. The crew is just simply pleased is all. They're not overly ecstatic. This must be the edge of the map. So south this way should be that French town of Guadeloupe. Oh, now we're in Spanish waters. It's the promising pirate Count La Mancha. He's chasing us, Captain. Let's go battle the heck out of him. Even though he has more men than we do. But we can soften him up a little bit first with our cannon. No, now we have more men than yes. Whatever. Those are the words. I just go with the long sword. Poke. 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 Well, actually, that was more of a swingy. Come on, poke. Poke. If you look at the bottom of the screen, you can see basically how well each side is doing relative to the other. He's getting in some pretty good pokes, but we have more people than he does, is the proper English. The pirate captains are always more difficult to battle than just the regular ship captains. Swingy, swingy, swingy. We're backing him up, which is a good thing. Oh, there, we did it! You have completed the first pirate quest. Hurrah! Captain, we've captured Count La Mancha and a 8-gun sloop of 40 tons. We have space for 24 tons in the hold. Shall we keep her? 8-gun sloop, let's just keep it for now, because we can always sell it later if we want to. I have information which may be of value to you, Count La Mancha says. No, we're going to hold him for ransom. 1,720 gold pieces plundered. Beautiful. Beautiful gold. We'll take the cannons and all the food. Captain, 8 sailors wish to join our crew. Well, they are certainly allowed to. I gave them permission before we even left. Oh, a bark. I do like the barks. They have, more cannons. And it's another... Wait. Major La Mancha? Didn't we just capture Count La Mancha? I mean, seriously, how many La Manchas are there? Sure, let's close for battle. We'll use our sloopy poop. Whoa, holy crap. He has 124 men on board. We only have 58. We're gonna have to sink him. I mean, we could just run away, but I think we should just sink him instead. Either that or at least soften him up to the point where we can deal with him. Because there's no way we could take him out with that big a differential in crew. He has sail damage. So he's going to go a little bit slower now. He's going 3, we're going 7. He's down to 76 crew now. We need to soften him up a bit more. But we don't want to let him get broadside to us. Down to 55 crew. I mean, let's just keep going. We don't want his ship at this point anyhow. Lost a mast. If we avoid, very good. If we do this enough, we might even get him to surrender before even having to cross swords. Hull leaking. Okay, 34 crew. We're headed in. They've struck their colors, Captain! The crew cheers! Hooray! Captain, it's a, let's see, we've got Major La Mancha, 4-gun bark of 60 tons. We have space for 38 tons in the hold. No, plunder her and sink her. And we'll hold him for ransom too. The 2 La Manchas can be friends. 980 gold pieces plundered. The crew should be very happy. We'll take all the gold, all the sugar, which we can sell back at Antigua, and all the food which our crew will need. And a whole 2 sailors. Sure, we'll take them. Okay, let's check where we actually are. So we're right here. This is supposed to be a French town, but it keeps saying we're in Spanish waters. There's Martinique. Barbados. Barbados, I suppose, except it's English right now. So if we're... Oh no, oh. Why was I thinking we were up here? I was just looking at where the cursor was instead of where our ship actually is. Our ship is all the way down here by Trinidad, which of course is Spanish. There's Margarita and there's Barbados. So that must be where we were. We weren't in Antigua. We were up here. So yes, we are in Spanish waters. I was sailing south to say hi to the French, but they're way up north here. We'll go up and say hi a little later, but let's just sail around in these parts a little more. And fight at least. Actually, let's check our crew before we do anything too hasty. How many do we have? 68. And at least we have enough food for 245 days. Let's and we have those 2 fiddly-doo-dahs. Let's head back to the English port so we can report our progress to the governor and probably get a reward of some sort. And possibly turn in these 2 La Manchas for some delicious gold. Just leave the English ships alone, of course. So yes, this is Barbados, so sail into town. First things first. Sugar's 100 this time. Goods are 50. We have 1 sugar we can sell. There you go. Thank you very much. And we'll go say hi to the governor. My dear Mr. Midney, we're at war with the Spanish and the Dutch still. Count La Mancha's family will pay a ransom of 6,000 gold pieces for his safe return, the governor tells you. Will you take the gold or wait for a better offer? Take the gold. Well, I guess the governor isn't going to reward us because we weren't fighting the enemies of England. We were just fighting other pirates. So we got, at least we got the 6,000 gold. The crew should be really happy with that. Yep, they are happy. We have 10,800 gold, and the crew is happy. Still enough food for 241 days. We can probably pick up more crew, though, at the tavern. The tavern keeper listens with interest to describe promising plans of promise. So 29 men want to sign up, sure. Now we'll actually go fight some Spanish ships, which the governor will love and reward us handsomely for. You can see the little icon in the lower left-hand corner of the screen, which sort of depicts the current crew status, and they're happy. A frigate! Oh, those are nice ships. Dutch, that works too, because England is currently at war with the Dutch. So we will close for battle and capture ourselves. Oh, the frigate has 196. 196. 178 make that crew. They're going to kick our butts. 26 cannon to our 12. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to beat the crap out of them. Scientific term. And even if the ship, as long as we get the ship beat up enough to where we can either defeat them in hand-to-hand, or they surrender. Even if the ship is really beat up, I think we'll still keep it because we can take it back to port and repair it. And then we'll have a very nice frigate. We can even sell off our sloops that way and just keep the frigate. Miss, thank you. It's a good thing that we picked up those extra men in port before coming out this way. Now, he's not a pirate captain. He's just, you know, a regular captain, so he shouldn't be as difficult to defeat in hand-to-hand combat as a pirate captain. But still, when they have that many men, you have to be careful. Oh, turn quickly. Down to 73. Okay. 73 and still only sail damage. So I think we'll go in for it. Come on there. Arr! The two ships crash together. Through the smoke you spot the enemy captain approaching. Poke. 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 There you go. And it's ours. A 10-gun frigate of 120 tons. Yes, we'll keep it. 1,470 gold pieces plundered. Hopefully that should more than pay for the repairs on the frigate. And of course we'll take everything. "36 sailors, come aboard. Now we have our nice frigate. A wee little pinnace. Colonel Montalban. Colonel Montalban. He's in a sloop, which is a tiny... Or was it a pinnace? He's in a pinnace, which is a tiny little ship. So, the frigate is damaged. We'll just take the sloop-a-poop. See, he already, right off the bat, has fewer people than we do, and only 6 cannon to our 12. So we'll just give him a... Look, one little shot gave him sail damage. One tiny little shot. We'll just say hello a little bit more. Hey there. Hey there, how you doing? Come on, come back here, we're gonna be friends. Okay, that's all we can shoot him before they sink. But he still wants to fight despite all that, so... Poke. But of course, because he is an actual pirate captain, he'll be a little more difficult normally, in theory. Maybe not this time. Nope, we're going to get rid of this sucker. And we'll hold him for ransom. 860 gold. It seems like no one has any sugar or goods right now. We'll take the sailors. And head back to English Port, where we can talk to the governor and perhaps get a reward this time. And get our ship repaired, our new, shiny, beautiful, lovely frigate. English, okay, let's hail for news. Nothing new. Doop-a-doop-a-doo. Again, right out port. Oh, we don't care about that. Sail into town. I don't think we have anything else we need to sell right now, do we? No, we don't. And we're still at war with the Spanish and the Dutch. In recognition of your service to the English crown, I confer upon you the title of ensign. I have news of your long-lost sister, the governor says. The evil Spaniard Admiral de Toledo knows your sister's whereabouts. He was last seen in the city of San Juan. And the family wants 2,000. Whatever, take the gold. Okay, San Juan. Where is San Juan? Let's check it. On the map. is where they keep the islands on the map. Doo-doo-ba-doo-boo. Anywhere nearby? It's probably like way the heck on the other side of that. There it is. So it's way up there. There's San Juan. We have to sail all the way up there if we want to talk to the Spaniard about the person. Well, that would give us a chance to go make friends with the French on the way by and fight some Dutch ships and more Spanish ships. Uh, 44 men. A scruffy pirate offers to sell you part of an old treasure map for 500 gold. Nah, not on this playthrough. No, thanks. It's always really tricky finding the treasure anyhow. Would you care to sell any ships? Yes, let's sell one of the sloops, please. Would you care to sell any more ships? No, that's all. Would you like any ships repaired? Yes, please, for the frigate. Would you like to sell any cannon? No, thanks. They taste lovely. I think I'll keep them. Right, let's head north on our way to San Juan. And our newly repaired, minty, fresh, oh, so delicious frigate. Is this a French place? Is this Martinique? Yes, Martinique. Here we are. And it's a lovely seaside town of Martinique. We'll sail into the town, because we have no qualms with the French at the moment, and we'll go right to the governor, and he will probably offer to sell us a letter of marque, and that's fine. You converse with the governor about various issues. The governor offers you a French letter of marque for 800 pieces of gold. Sure. They can come in handy later. We can even pick up more sailors here, which sounds kind of funny to say. 30 men want to join the crew. So what's the current crew status now? We have 216 men, and they are pleased. 15,030 gold. I don't really think we need a bigger crew than this right now. Wait, I didn't even check how many days we had food for. 140 days. Oh, that's plenty, yeah. Although, while we're here... No, sugar and goods are just as expensive here as back in Barbados, so we won't buy any of those. At least now we're friends with the French. So if the French go to war with anybody but the English, we can start gaining ranks among them too. Oh, the Dutch. We'll take our frigate. Oh, against this wee little cargo fleet. They only have a crew of 12. We have a crew of 208. They have a crew of 8. Wonder what one more shot will do for them. And we have 28 cannon. They have a crew of 6. And they have surrendered. Should we keep it to sell it later? I mean, it's a little bit of gold. Why not? 1,280 gold pieces. Oh, and this time we got 1 ton of sugar. Not very much. Hello, places. Hello. Where are you? Who are you? What are you? Oh, you're English. Well, let's go say hi to this governor. Maybe we can sell our sugar. Not here. It's only 40 bucks a ton here. Still Spanish and Dutch, still. No new news. At least we can sell the cargo flute here. Although I don't know. I was going to say maybe we better not, because this place doesn't offer as much money as Barbados, but Yeah, let's just sell it. It gives us less to deal with on our way north. Doop-a-doo-doop-a-doo. A sloop. She's Dutch. We'll just use our sloop so we can catch up to her. Otherwise, we'll probably be just like sailing in circles. Oh, we're gonna duke this one out. Poke. 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 You're not listening to my poke commands. Poke. Poke. That's right. Let's keep it. We can sell it. Still in good shape. Only 60 gold pieces. We probably have more cannon than we need too. But oh well. A merchantman? We'll use the frigate. They only have 36 crew. We'll just go for them head on if we can. Oh, they're going to turn. So we're going to turn too. Oh, they actually hit us with their cannons, their wee little poppers. And even though this merchantman has sail damage, we'll keep it too, because, you know, it's something else we can sell. Now, you don't want to have too many ships in your fleet, because then that spreads your crew too thin. But I think, for now, it's fine. And we'll take their 6 sailors. Hey, sailor, and there's more. Let's check the map. Where are we? Okay, San Juan is just to the left. Okay, this is going to be tricky because San Juan obviously is an enemy town now. So that means we have to sneak in. If we want to talk to the evil Spaniard, blah, 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 whatever his name was. Now we're going to land the ship and sneak in on foot, because if you try to sneak in with your ship and you don't make it, they can sink your ship, and you don't want that. So, we'll sneak into town on foot. Good, we got in. I wonder what they... we do not trade with pirates. Yeah, okay. You spot the evil Spaniard, Admiral de Toledo, sneaking out a back entrance. He draws his sword. Pokey pokies. You will tell me what I want to know. As I do the pokes. You are a skilled swordsman. I will tell you what I know. Your sister is held captive on a remote plantation. This map may help you on your quest. Map to lost sister. So you have to take this fragment of map and match it up to where you think it might be. So there's an island, a little island to the right, and then the land on the left is shaped, well, like that. No, we don't want scruffy, mappity-dappy. And, of course, we won't bother talking to the governor because he's not friendly. So let's do a, you spend 3 days digging. No, that's not what I meant to do. I meant to look at the map. Okay, now, can we find any place that we think matches what that map showed? It might be, see, let's turn this into a cursor. It might be right to the right of the cursor, on the other side of this land here. It might be right over there. It's very possible. But that is a long trip. And it's just Spanish towns all the way there. There's a couple French. Couple French, that's fine. Maybe we'll go check in with the French. And then head down to Port Royal. And then we could head straight, well, northwest, I suppose, to check out this land area here. To the right of... here, yes. So that's what we'll do. We'll head west and say hello to these French towns and then head southwest and sail into Port Royal and check in with the governor there, and then head off west from there. A bark? She's a Spanish bark, so we'll close for battle and use the frigate. Only 20 crew, 6 cannon, but we'll keep it. It's better to have a bark than a sloop. We can sell the sloop and just keep the barks. The bark, singular. Poke, poke, poke. I said poke, 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 poke. Yes, we've captured the bark, yes, and a prize crew. 1,910 gold pieces of deliciousness. And 1 good. 4 sailors. Thread down through this area here. And this should lead us to Port Royal, I believe. Oh, we kinda threaded down sooner than I thought. We need to... Whatever, we'll just head straight west to Port Royal now. We can always swing north if we want to say hi to the French. The crew looks like they're pleased, not ecstatically happy. The crew always is not too thrilled about long voyages without much action. Here's Port Royal.
Land ho!
Yes, Port Royal indeed. Sail into town. Let's see what their goods are selling for. I still like the numbers back at Barbados more, so we'll hold on to our goods and stuff. Still Spanish and Dutch? In recognition of your service to the English crown, I confer upon you the title of captain. I also grant you 50 acres of land, the governor adds. I have news of your long-lost sister. The governor says the evil Spaniard Admiral Mendoza knows your sister's whereabouts. He was last seen in the city of San Juan, where we just were. Oh, the governor introduces you to his daughter. She's being courted by Count Randolph, but she seems interested in you. Do you make pleasant conversation or propose marriage? Of course, you go up to people that you find attractive and have never met before and propose marriage. It's perfectly natural. That's what we're going to do. Well, what cheek! Just what kind of a lady do you take me for? I am a lady of beauty and refinement, she exclaims. Well, good for you, lady. 45. Okay, now I'm sure. No, we don't want your thingy. I'm sure we don't need any more crew now. We have 258. The crew's unhappy because I haven't seen much in the way of action. We're going to sell off some ships, repair what we need to, and go get some action. And burgers. We want to sell the sloop, and the sloop, and the merchantman. And I think that's everything. We'll keep that. We'll sell maybe a few cannon. Why not? Does that make the crew feel any better? Got some fresh gold? Nope. Well, y'all can suck it, crew. Colonel Montalban jumps overboard and escapes. Oh, there goes that ransom. So the crew's not terribly pleased. Well, puffity puff for them. Don't really care now, do I? We're headed back to San Juan, which is against the winds. She's flying French colors. We're friends with the French. Spain allies with France. Spain offers pirate amnesty. So that means we could go make friends with Spain if we wanted to, but we don't want to because we're flying mainly under the French flag, or the English flag, and the English still don't like the Spanish. So apparently we're not going to get any rewards from the French for fighting the Spanish now that they're allies. There's the French town up there as we try to tack back and forth to get to San Juan. Once again. Which should be just on the other side of this Flubbida Jubbida here, I think. Let's check the map. So San Juan is off to the east. So this is Santo Domingo. So this should be a good place to find a little bit of action. A sloop. And it's another... Now it's Captain La Mancha. I say, how many La Manchas are there? Yeah, we'll go beat the crap out of him. We'll use the bark because it's a little bit faster than the frigate, but it still holds a good number of men. Take that. Besides, this can help to thin out our unhappy crew a bit. I bet you do. Oh, should we keep the sloop? Sell it later? Yeah, let's do that. We'll hold him for ransom. 780 gold. More food, more cannon. 14 sailors, welcome to the unhappy crew. How big is this city right here? Maybe we'll just go attack it. Does it even have a fort? 3 forts. 240 soldiers. It'd be really... We could possibly take it, but it would also be really easy to get wiped out. The crew would love it, though. Let's see. Maybe we will try to take it, and maybe we will do so on foot. That way we can bring our full complement of crew with us. And we won't have to deal with sailing against the winds when attacking the fort, but we might have to do some ground maneuvers. Let's do it. Let's just do it. See if that makes the crew happy. The seaside town of Santo Domingo. Attack it. Okay, there's still... This group here is in cover. We'll leave them in cover. Take this other group over here. And put them in cover also. Come on, put them in cover. Not out in the clear. What the heck? See, this group here has 52 men. We can duck down into what should be cover. Oh, there it is. I'm looking on the wrong side. We are in cover. Now we can sneak all the way to the fort. Okay, we're at the fort. So we have our 254 men against not as many men on their side. If you get just one of your groups to the fort, then they all attack the fort, is the way it works. Come on, do the poke. Do the poke, do the sword poke thing. And we're winning very handily. Except now they're starting to rally back. That's okay. We will give them what for. And if we win this, the crew should be happy about it. There we go! The garrison flees. The once proud town of Santo Domingo is at your mercy. Your crew begins to round up gold and valuables. The town has had warning of your approach, probably because we are fighting all the ships out in the sea. Most of their gold has been hidden away. 3,100 gold pieces plundered. Still a good haul. Oh, we really don't need all those cannon. But we'll take the sugar. And all the rest of everything. This should make the crew nice and happy. Now, if you have a big enough crew, maybe something like 500 men, I can't remember the number, you actually will scare off the governor of the town, and then you can install whatever sort of governor you want, like a new English governor, for instance. And so you can convert the town. No, the crew still isn't happy. You can convert the town over to whatever nationality you want. So, with the crew being so unhappy where even sacking a town doesn't help them, I think what we're going to do is go back to Barbados and divide up the plunder and then get a new crew. Now, they probably won't be happy with how much plunder they get because there's so many of them, but this is what you do. Hail for news. Are we friends with anybody? Pirates plunder Santo Domingo. That was us. Again, heading east is always tricky because you're sailing against the winds. Let's check the map. We're here. We have to get all the way down there. So let's start cutting across southeast. At least that direction's a little bit faster. And then from Barbados, after we get a new crew, we can swing north again to San Juan, and hopefully that guy with the bit of map will still be there. Come on, trade winds. Maybe lowering our sails will help a little? No? Yes? Raise the sails, will that help more? No, that slows us down. So lower the sails when you're sailing into the wind. Seems to help some, I guess. Or not. I think I'll just go with or not. Alright, at least now we're approaching some of the islands. Of course, this is probably Dutch waters? No, French waters. Still no new news about anything? That's all kind of good. With our unhappy crew, but don't worry, unhappy crew. We're getting rid of you soon. This looks familiar. The shimmery water bits, those are reefs, so you want to avoid those. Unknown waters. Oh, it's Colonel Montalban, because apparently everyone, all the other pirates in this game are either The Manchas or Montalbans? We'll give them one quick little softening. And this should even, you know, thin out the crew a little bit. Which maybe isn't a nice way to do it. So that way there's more gold to go around when we divide up the plunder. Although not that much. Yep, we'll keep it because we'll sell it. And we'll keep him because we'll ransom him. And take all your crap. Because we're going to sell it all off before we divide up the plunder to get the maximum amount of gold. No, we don't want extra sailors at the moment when we're trying to conserve money. Now, where are we? We're right here, so... Oh, we've gone way southeast. We're headed towards Trinidad, so we need to head northeast now. Northeast, please. It would almost be faster to walk there. No, we're just trying to get to our destination, please. No more wholesales. English waters, okay. Oh, it's a new one! The pirate Major Holcroft. Yes! We're closed for battle in the bark. Hello, Major Holcroft. I couldn't help but notice you were sailing around, and I thought I'd come by and say hello. Our pokey pokes are not being as effective against Major Holcroft, but we're winning, never fear. We have won. Yes, please keep it so we can sell it. Hold him for ransom as well. 2,100 gold, it's lovely. And Barbados! Barbados, here we go. So let's start off by selling off all the crap. Oh, they still... 70 bucks for a ton of sugar, or 120 bucks for a ton of sugar, 70 bucks for a ton of food, 60 bucks for a ton of goods. We gonna make some bank. We're probably gonna use up all their gold. Luckily, the shipwright's gold is separate from the merchant's gold. And sell off as much of the food as we can. And that's all the money the merchant has. 45,500 gold. Go talk to the governor really quick. We are allied with the French. Well, that's good, considering I also have a French letter of marque, and we are at war with the Spanish and the Dutch. So, you have brought me that despicable pirate Major Holcroft. The king will be very pleased at this news. In recognition of your service to the English crown, I confer upon you the title of Major. I have news of your long-lost sister, the governor says. The evil Spaniard Duke Enriquez knows your sister's whereabouts. He was last seen in the city of Rio de la Rocha. Oh, hello there. The governor with... You gotta dig this music. The governor introduces you to his daughter. She's being courted by Duke Howards, but she seems interested in you. We gonna propose some marriage. Well, what cheek! Blobbity, blobbity, blobby! Yes, well, I'll remember you, lady. Now we're gonna sell off all the ships. Except for the bark, I think. And all the cannon. We'll keep the bark, it's a good starting ship. We'll sell the frigate, sell the sloop, sell the merchantman. Keep the top bark, sell the second one, and sell the other sloop too. And we'll sell off all the cannon. I actually think the shipwright has unlimited gold, just so you know. There. Now let us check our status once again. We have 247 unhappy crew. And even with all the food we sold, we still have enough food for 144 days. And 59,000 gold even. And 2 pirate sucker-dooders. Are you sure you want to divide the plunder? Yes. The plunder is counted and divided. Each crew member's share comes to 190 gold pieces. The crew feels unhappy with their portion. Well, I figured they would. As apprentice captain of the party, you received 2 officers' portions totaling 2,950 gold pieces. Well, if the crew wouldn't have gotten unhappy so quickly, we would have done more adventuring and gotten more gold so they could have gotten more, but no. The crew swaggers off to squander their hard-won gold. Do you plan another expedition, retire from privateering, advance to journeyman level? If you advance to a higher level, the game becomes more difficult. But not only does it become more difficult, but when you divide up the plunder, you get more gold. But we're not going to do that just yet. We're going to plan another expedition. News of your expedition spreads among the islands. Small groups of hardy men return to join your band. So now let's check our current status. We have 23 happy crew and enough food for 166 days. And what about cannon? 10 cannon. Just a tiny little crew. What about our personal status? So we're a well-known apprentice. We have 3,150 gold, 50 acres of land. We're an English major, French letter of marquis, and nobody else likes us. And we've completed one of the 10 great pirate quests. Questorinos. Let's save the game. Works for me. Yes, Midney now. Midney it is. We'll talk to the governor again. Oh, we're still allied with the French, still at war with everyone else. Hey, girl. How you doing? Proposed at marriage. Oh, she still don't like us yet. But she will. Once we get more money, because that's the way it works. Just remember she's here. And let's pick up more crew. 34 men. Sure. No, go away. No, thank you. Bugger off. And their prices are still pretty decent. Well, if we're allied with the French now, does that mean the French no longer like the Dutch and all those other fellows? Well, let's go ask them. Besides, we can pick up more crew here, too. And check on their prices. Well, they're not too bad. In fact, it might be worth selling some sugar here. Get your sweet, sweet sugar. My dear Mr. Midney, we are allied with the Spanish... Oh, excuse me. My dear Mr. Midney, we are allied with the Spanish and the English. So in other words, they're not at war with anyone at the moment. That letter of French Marquis was kind of a waste, except for the fact that at least we are, as the English, currently allied with them. 48 men est Jonia crew. We do not want any more information that we have to buy at the moment, thank you. At Martinique. Doopity-doopy-doo. Yes, we are in the waters of France. Oh, and it is an English ship, because we are allied, so it makes the sense. But we'll head this way. Hello, anyone want to come out and play? Anyone at all? We'd be good friends. Good friends, especially if you're Dutch or Spanish. No, it's still French. Still French. I know the crew's gonna want to see some action pretty soon, yeah. Dutch waters. Oh, gonna close for battle we are. Hello. We'd like to sell you a set of encyclopedias. Would you like that? Oh, shall I take that as your answer then, eh? Smack. 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 Smack with your bandana. Wait, would you stop getting the upper hand on the smack parade? Did his bandana just change color? What I was trying to ask. You betcha. Now they only have two crew left. So let's see if more than 2 crew offer to join us. Yeah, we'll keep it, why not? And we'll take everything and start building up our supplies again. No crew offered to join us. A big, fat, whopping 0. 0 crew. We're already up to 97 men, which was better than the 23 we started with. They are trying to get away. We will say no. We will miss, so perhaps we will say yes. Because we're only traveling at a speed of 6. Well, we're matching their speed. So we can't catch up, and if this goes on long enough, then they'll get away. And we also can't shoot them with the cannon, because by the time we turn enough to where the cannon's facing them, then they'll just completely get away. So, unfortunately, I'm afraid this Dutch ship is going to get away, and we'll just have to allow it. Bye, Dutch ship! It was very nice to make your acquaintance. I hope you enjoy the fruit basket. Oh, have a nice day. Bye! The enemy vessel pulls out of range. Good, now range doesn't have to be worried. We're going to try again. Perhaps this crew's a bit more adventurous. No, are they going to try to run too? Stop running, you buggers! Okay, sail damage. So now they can't go as fast. So now we can catch up and say hello. And they're going to surrender. No, we'll sink that one. And we'll delightfully and helpfully take all your stuff. Another sloop. The Dutch must love sloops. Sloopy doopy, scoopy poopy. Give me some of that sloopy doopy, scoopy poopy. Nah. Where are we anyhow? Okay, we're way up here. I doubt that fellow is at San Juan anymore. But I suppose we could go check. Head northwest to San Juan. And check to see if that fellow with the information about things and things is still here. Although I doubt he... Oh! Is... Would you stop doing that? Again with the Dutch sloops! What's with all the Dutch sloopy poops? We're not even going to shoot him this time to see if they'll want to smack some swords around. Some poke. Watch, now they're going to win, right? Come on, poke. 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 Good morning to you, Mo Kushla. Poke. Poke. There, and we have won by the power of pokes. No, we'll plunder and sink it. The crewmen are quite familiar with recent comings and goings of prominent persons of San Juan. Do you wish to inquire about Admiral Mendoza? Admiral Mendoza is now in San Juan. What do you know about that? 280 gold pieces plundered. And we'll take all their thingies. And their 2 sailors. And we'll hoof it all the way to San Juan. Here is beautiful San Juan. We'll sneak into town. Oh! We were spotted with our sneakifying. I wonder how many... Well, actually, it doesn't matter how many soldiers San Juan has, because our crew is tiny at the moment. Come on! Listen, I'm telling you to poke. Therefore, you shall poke. How about swingies? Swingies? Yes, swingies work. And more pokes. Thank you very much. But it'd be pretty much impossible for us to sneak into San Juan now, and we certainly can't march on the town because we're not friends. Let's see if we can see how many soldiers they have, if our information is up to date. 180 soldiers, and we have a crew of... Of what do we have a crew of? A crew of 107. Why not? Let's go nuts. Let's just risk it. Let's risk it. Risk it like a biscuit. Attack the town. We're in cover now. Come on, get to the fort, get to the fort, get to the fort, I'm telling you! Get to the fort quite quickly, please. Why are you backing up? I'm not telling you to back up. Why are you backing up? You are being very bad sailor peoples. That I am giving you orders to attack the thingies, and you are not attacking the thingies. There's 5 of you. Well, 36 of us can't very well do very much. Now that the other 36 have been wiped out, so I think we will just leave. You think? Because they wouldn't follow orders. So how many people do we have left now? 53. At least they're still happy. Well, we could try sneaking in one more time, just in case. Sneak? Nope. Nope. We're going to poke his little hat right off. Have you seen your little hat? It's so tiny. You didn't like that. He didn't like that. And now my guy's not poking. What the heck? I was hitting the poke button and he was doing nothing. Your men flee in panic as the tide of battle turns against them. You bravely fight on and are wounded. You are imprisoned in San Juan. You await your fate. The passing months take their toll. On your spirits and vitality, time passes slowly. Your former comrades take you for a nobleman they have captured. They agree to take you, or your former comrades trade you for a nobleman they have captured. They agree to take you back as an apprentice captain. Well, that was extremely stupid, because I was hitting all of the appropriate buttons which signal one to poke. And they were not poking. Mo Kushla says, I love C64. This was my first computer. Sorry for my English. Quite alright, Mo. I love the Commodore 64 too, and I especially love Pirates on the Commodore 64, but this is Pirates Gold on the Sega Genesis. Pirates Gold came out for DOS, and for the Sega Genesis, possibly the Amiga. I think the Amiga. But this is the Sega Genesis version. Pirate Admiral Van Ryn. So he's Dutch. I don't even know how much crew I have right now. I don't know the status of the crew. Let's see, 23 men, 10 cannons, so it's basically just like when we started this adventure after dividing up the plunder. Well, that governor's daughter in Barbados is not going to be friends with us now. What's with all these Dutch pirates? We don't have the people for it at the moment. Maybe the English governor will at least like the fact that we attempted to attack San Juan, which we never should have done. Okay, let's be stupid again, because we're good at this, right? And try to take this bark, which we don't even have enough men to crew. But we're going to attempt to get more men very soon. See, now he pokes. Now I tell him to poke, now he pokes. Now when it doesn't matter so much. Although now he's decided that poking is passé, and he wishes not to do so. Okay, we're returning to the poke war. Poke, poke, poke. Poke, 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 poke. Oh, come on! You've only have 4 people left. The least you can do is give up. Thank you! Yes, let's keep it. Because hopefully we'll get down to Barbados again soon. Take their 2 sailors. And maybe we can even pick up some French sailors on the way. Okay, anything interesting going on? Holland at war with France. Oh, now we can finally pick up some ranks with France. So let's check the map. Where are we in relation to French towns? St. Kitts. So Nevis is directly east. Montserrat. Guadeloupe. Let's head into Nevis, talk to their governor, pick up some men, and then go down to Guadeloupe or Martinique either way on our way to Barbados. So this should be Nevis. Is this Nevis? No, this is Montserrat. Either way, that's fine. Allied with the French and still at war with everyone else. I have an urgent mission for you. I don't really want to. My son is held captive in Veracruz. You must capture the town and free my son. Oh, buggery boo, do it yourself. I only have 23 men. What do you expect? Well, we're not going to complete that. Yeah, let's get married, babies, because I'm not going to do what the governor asked me to, because I don't have the men for it. Okay, 25. Oh, crap. All right, now this is probably Guadeloupe. Yes, it is Guadeloupe. Let's go down to Martinique. Oh, it's the Dutch buggers. Close for battle with our barky bark. We have slightly more men than they do. And if we can land this shot... Oh, no. Okay, we're going slightly faster than they are, so we... No, we're not. We're going slightly slower than they are. Now we're going slightly faster than they are. Maybe we catch up. Oh, pokety pokey pokey poke. Pokey pokey poke somewhere else. Swingy and a... Maybe you need more swingies. And a pokety pokety swingy poke. There we go. Yeah, let's keep it and sell it. We're headed back to Barbados anyhow. A penance? Penance? I said penance? Hopefully this is Martinique. Could this be Martinique? French waters, that's promising. A French ship in French waters, that's more promising. Martinique! Hello, friends! We've been beating up on the Dutch for quite some time now. Now that you don't like the Dutch, are you going to give us something for it? My dear Mr. Midney, we are allied with the Spanish and the English, which is a bit tricky for us. And we are at war with the Dutch. In recognition of your service to the French crown, I confer upon you the title of ensign. I have news of your long-lost sister, the governor says. The evil Spaniard Baron de Toledo knows your sister's whereabouts. He was last seen in the city of Maracaibo. Maracaibo, yes. Very nice to meet you. "43 men. Now, that's what we're talking about, building a crew. And we don't have anything we can sell at the moment. No sugar, no goods. By the way, what's our crew looking like? Our crew composition? Crew status. 89 men. They're pleased. We have 2 barks and a sloop. We'll sell all of that down to just 1 bark for now, I think, and we have enough food for 62 days. Days numbering 62. We might as well do it here. Yes, 1 bark and a sloop. Thank you. Pleasure doing business. We'll go down to, Barbados and tell the governor there the news that we're going to ignore the governor from wherever else that gave us the special mission to go wherever I don't even remember now to capture the town, because we sure as heck can't do that. Oh, it's Duke La Mancha. It's another La Mancha. His 60 men versus our 89. I think we're gonna win. And we'll even take his ship and sell it. Providing the game does the pokes as I instruct the pokes to be done. The game is not doing the pokes as I'm telling the pokes to be done. There. I did a block for a change. Now I am on poke parade. There again. See? Strategic. Strategic blocking. Take it. Take the pokes. Give up. Give up. How many pokety dokes? You only have 14 men left, 12 men left. About time you give up. Thank goodness. Yes, let's keep it and sell it. And hold him for ransom. 230 gold. More cannon and food, because no one seems to have any sugar or goods. And 11 crew. Why not? And the crew's happy. Hooray, where the heck are we? We're way south in Spanish waters. We need to head back northeast to the English town of Barbados. Looks like we're going to get some more poking practice. And another ship to sell. Well, that was easy. Well, I guess because it's a regular captain rather than a pirate captain. 1,400 gold pieces. And 2 sailors. Back up north to Barbados town. Which, of course, is sailing against the wind somewhat. Yes, still English. Here we come. I still don't think we have any sugar or goods. No, we do not, despite the wonderful prices. So, allied with the French, still at war with the Spanish and Dutch. In recognition of your service to the English crown, I confer upon you the title of Colonel. I have news of your long-lost sister, the governor says. The evil Spaniard, Captain Valdez, knows your sister's whereabouts. He was last seen in the city of San Juan. I've been there. I've been there a lot. They're not very friendly. Hey, how you doing? You know I'm a colonel now. Well, she's still not interested. How many men do we have currently? 86. So let's pick up some more right here. 44 more. No. And no. Would we like to sell some ships? Definitely sell the Pinnace and the other bark. We only have space for 4 tons, but what we need is a much bigger ship like a frigate or something like that. Then we'll be set. Similar to the fleet, the small fleet that we had to begin with at the beginning of the game. Or, you know, before we divided up the plunder last time. This seems like an excellent moment to save the game. Right here. The game has been saved. And let us view our treasure maps. Oh, because and I already said before, I think we might know where that is on the other side of the game. So this is the current layout of the map. Very nice. Very nice. Well, you know, I think that's going to do it for this stream. I certainly hope you enjoyed the stream. And be sure to tune in again next time for more streaming goodness and more fun.